Hi, welcome to Learning with Miss Roseberry. Today we're going to plant some flowers. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm digging up the grass and the weeds that were there. And I'm not going to get rid of them, I'm just relocating them to a different spot in the yard. So I'm shaking off this dirt, and you can see there's some nice earthworms in there. They're going to help loosen up the soil. And I'm going to throw this grass down there because I'm going to relocate it down there. Let me get one more clump up so we'll have a nice spot, because I've got a couple different kinds of flowers that I'm planting today. Just making this, and I don't know what this is. It could be a weed, but the leaves are kind of pretty, and I'm just going to leave it. I can always pull it up later. So as you can see, even though this has a lot of nice earthworms loosening up, it's kind of packed. It's kind of clay, and it was redder over there. So I'm going to add some peat moss to it. Oh, there's a nice big earthworm. Make sure he's still there. Just going to add a few handfuls of peat moss, and that will help the drainage and help the flowers be able to take root. I have some other ones planted here, so I'm trying not to unplant them. But kind of where my dark stuff has, there's a daffodil. We'll stick him back down in the ground, crumble this up on top of him. The great thing about all these is I didn't have to buy any of them because my friends and family dug them up, and these are all flowers that divide and conquer. So that means they come back every year, and they're called perennials. So I'm just going to get the flowers over here. These are daffodils right here. They're bulbs, and they'll come up in the spring. So I'm kind of making them around the edge. I thought it kind of looked like almost like a little heart shape with these up here. These are Lenten roses, and they're kind of like the top of the heart. My heart maybe got a little lopsided, but that's okay. So I'm just sticking these down in here. Some of those, and I'll plant some more of those. And the next thing are fall crocuses. So they'll come up at a different time too, and I'm just going to stick some of those down in there. And the last thing are, where did I put them? Oh, irises. Here we go. And the great thing about irises is they will grow in any kind of dirt, and you see where they have little spots right there, I believe it's called a tuber, and each one of those will turn into a new iris. So we've got lots of little potential for irises. And they're nice little spiky leaves, so even after they bloom, they'll be pretty. I'm going to leave that one to the side. Irises will actually grow in this clumpy clay kind of dirt. But I'm going to add some of this dark dirt from down the hill, because this is where all the leaves mulched in the fall. And then when the guys came to pick up my yard waste, they took all the grass, and I was mad, but now I see all this nice black dirt. So I can just add that to my garden. I'm gonna get one more scoop, and then I'll replant this grass down here because I don't care what grows down here because it's next to the road. So we kind of got some good dirt there, and see how the irises sit on top? They don't really like for their roots to be covered up. So this iris will just go right here, and I'll put a little more of this old clay dirt, and eventually I will mulch on top of it. So I told you about the daffodils, then we've got crocuses, irises. This is a weed. These are really pretty. They're Asiatic lilies, and they come back every year too. These were here planted before. Those are Lenten roses. And these with the droopy leaves are daylilies, and they will divide and conquer too. And the nice thing about them is the greenery is always pretty. And those are double orange that I got from my brother's house. So we will just keep covering this up with dirt, and if I have to, I just move that iris so it's just standing on top there. and make sure all the earthworms, and eventually I'll mulch on top of this. All right, easy as pie. Thanks for watching today. I hope I inspired you to grow some flowers.